this is Scrapping Amy with My Mommy Scrapping, and welcome to Crafty Christmas in July. We are taking all of those undocumented photos from Christmas and getting them in our scrapbooks because we know that in just a few months we're going to be taking a whole lot more of them. I have these 4 photos from Christmas morning of favorite gifts of ours, and I am using the sketch from Scrapbook Generations. The sketch technically is for 6 photos, and I only have 4. I'm just not going to worry about the 2 on either end that are the portraits. Now I am running low on paper, so I decided to grab some cardstock and all of my little bits and pieces here of paper, and I decided to go with that red and white plaid. So I'm kind of going to mimic the design and trim it down so you get some of the, if you were able to see on the sketch, which was there really fast, the gray rectangles that go behind the photos. So the one that's just a partial sheet, I cut down to, I want to say 8 by 10, and then the other one is 10 by 10. And then you're going to watch me completely mess up gluing this down because I don't check how the plaid goes. And there's a small yellow stripe through it, and when I put it down like this, they don't line up. So I'm like, great, I put it on crooked. So I have to peel it up and figure out which way it's supposed to go again. There we go. So that's finally down. Now I'm planning where to put the photos. Now I will be matting the photos. I do not like them on that busy plaid, even though there isn't anything in the sketch for it. I decided to mat it. And I'm trying to decide what to do. I've got these polka dots. I have those lovely candy cane stripes. And I end up going with the black snowflakes that you see. What I'm doing right now is those green polka dots are going to be the little stripes that go across the top of the sketch. Also along the top of the sketch there are these stars, and I am going to use one of the stickers from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet and some of my gold and silver foam stars. Now I'm trimming the photos down because the paper I have there, that black and white snow paper, is 6 by 8, which means my photos would completely cover it. So I'm cutting a 1/4 inch off the right side, off one side of the photo, and then the perpendicular side. So they each turn out to be, what would that be, 3 3/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. I'm going to put the snowflakes down first and then put the photos on top of it. That way, hopefully, they're kind of lined up. I'm trying to use some of the lines in the plaid to help me get it on there. The photos are not quite perfect. However, the fact that it's going in a ring binder, there's going to be that gap. So your eye isn't really going to notice the fact that they're off by, a 1/16 of an inch or something. So I'm not too worried about that. Now, if I thought about it, I have some ribbon that would have matched this beautifully in my ribbon jars. This is not part of it, but I have had this white and red glitter tape for quite a long time. So I decided I would try to use it, and you have to peel the back off. It's not like washi tape. It's got the little backing on it, and I cannot get the back to come off, and it's just frustrating beyond belief. And then, it starts tearing, so it's only part of it. But I do like how it turned out. And it's a little bit of glitz and glitter to it. And I have the letter stickers that I used for last week's layout will also get used on here. Now, those 2 little cards, the one on the left says best present I've ever received, and I think I'm going to have my daughter fill that one out. She loved that t-shirt there. It's from Tea Turtle, and the words on it say my puns are, and then you have a koala bear in a teacup. So the thing is, my puns are quality, and she thought that was the funniest thing in the world. She has hit the age where puns are like the epitome of wonderful humor, so she enjoys she enjoys all the punny shirts from Tea Turtle. And this train is from Chamel's Christmas Magic, and it's one of her foldable ones that are designed to have some dimension. So the first and the third cars, I put the foam tape behind, and then just my ATG on the second and fourth. So it kind of pops up a little bit, and it's kind of nice to see it like that. I actually decided to put a tag on here, and guys, not just one tag. I'm going to put a second one on there. And there's the twine jar that my sisters were teasing me about on my Happy Scrappy Thursday here on YouTube last week. So if you were here, that's what they like to tease me about. So the title's very simple. It's going to be Favorite Gifts. I'm using these two-tone green alphas from LA Studio, and then also the peppermint stripe ones. I just realized the peppermint stripes for those stickers go the opposite direction of the stripe on the bottom. But clearly they didn't bother me too much before. All right. Oh, and I forgot to say, the card on the left says best present I've ever given. And I think I'm going to fill that out. And I'll probably talk about the t-shirts, actually, because we did a lot of t-shirts this year for Christmas. Both for my husband and my daughter. Now here is that strip, that bell strip. They're Jingle Bells. And obviously it's 12 inches. It's not going to go across the whole layout. But I decided to intersperse it with these glitter foam stars. So some of the stars I have laying flat. Others I just pop up on a piece of foam tape. And so that way you kind of get it so it looks like the Jingle Bells go almost all the way across, and they don't. So don't tell my secret. I do want to make sure that the ones in the middle line up. I don't know why. I felt like they had to match perfectly, which is silly because they don't. And the Jingle Bells on the left-hand page take up, there was one extra, so it was an odd number of Jingle Bells. So I'm just continuing to add my stars. And I noticed I had two different sizes of stars. I had forgotten about that. I wish I would have realized that earlier because I could have used some small stars. Now, that gap between the label and the title on the left needs something. And I found this this tag. Tags are fine at Christmas. And it is also from Chamel's Christmas Magic Collection. It was one on a 6x6 from her 6x6 pad. So I decided to use it. I'm not filling out the to and from. I'm just using it as a decoration. And then I put Santa in there as well, just because it still needed something. Now there's also now a lot of empty space on the right hand side. And I kind of go back and forth. I wish I had found something better to put there. That greenhouse though is what I go with. And I put it up on some foam tape just to give it a little bit of dimension, since the other things on that tucked in with the photos are flat. And I add some of Holly Stickles, which has some red, green, and gold glitter in it, and I am done. Please check out all of the ladies in this and leave comments and subscribe so you can be entered into a giveaway for Heather. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.